120,000 naira, now selling for over 300,000 naira. For instance, a Lagos to Asaba flight recently rose to 337,500 naira on peak days. Airlines cite a shortage of serviceable aircraft, rising passenger demand, and high operational costs, including maintenance abroad, as key factors. Many travelers are now reconsidering air travel entirely, opting for road transport to avoid the soaring ticket prices. Talking about media and governance, Vice President Kashim Shettima says it is impossible to have a successful dictator in Nigeria, stressing that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration respects and will continue to protect freedom of expression. Speaking at the 2025 annual conference of the International Press Institute Nigeria, Shettima said no administration can repress the Nigerian media. He described the relationship between government and the press as a cat and mouse dynamic, but emphasized that both sides remain more effective as partners. Minister of Information Mohammed Idris added that security agencies now operate under strict protocols when engaging journalists in conflict zones or during protests. Committees of the United States Congress held a joint briefing in Washington, D.C. on ongoing kidnappings and alleged persecution of Christians in Nigeria. The session was convened on the instruction of President Donald Trump, who on October 31st directed the House Appropriations Committee to investigate what he called the slaughter of Christians and report findings to the White House. The briefing was led by Mario Ballard, Vice Chair of House Appropriations, and included lawmakers from the Appropriations and Foreign Affairs Committees, as well as religious freedom experts like Viti Asla, Sean Nelson, and Ebenezer Obadare. Meanwhile, Nigeria's House of Representatives will today debate the state of national security. The developments come amid strengthened United States-Nigeria cooperation, with President Tinubu approving Nigeria's delegation to the new United States group. Let's move to politics. In Osun State, Governor Adeleke is reportedly set to join the Accord Party next week, following deepening turmoil within the People's Democratic Party. This comes after the PDP held its governorship primary on Tuesday, electing Adebayo Adedamola as its candidate amid heavy security at the venue. The situation underscores the leadership crisis challenging the PDP ahead of the 2026 Osun election. And in Edo State, the People's Democratic Party has accused the Edo State government of launching coordinated attacks on legacy projects of former Governor Godwin Obaseki. PDP Publicity Secretary Dan Osa Ogbegi listed affected projects including Saru Farms, the Benin Enterprise Park, the Museum of West African Art, and the Radisson Hotel. He also pointed to reversals in land reforms, civil service reforms, and education gains under Edo Best. The party says it is alerting both the federal government and Edo residents to what it calls increasingly reckless hostilities. And now in business, the Lagos State government has announced the Made in Lagos MSME exclusive and eco-round city trade fair scheduled for December 8th to 14th at the National Stadium, Surulere. Targeting about 3,000 MSMEs, the fair aims to deepen grassroots enterprise development and expand opportunities across key local government areas, including Surulere, Lagos Highland, Lagos Mainland, Etiosa, and Apapa. Lagos State Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperative, Trade and Investment, Folashade Bada Ambrose, said the initiative will boost capacity building, business expansion, and interlocal government area cooperation. Also in business, banks, fintechs, and policymakers have launched the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, designed to cut the $5 billion African losses annually to inefficient cross-border payments. PAPS now operates in 16 African countries, connecting more than 50 commercial banks and enabling real-time payments in local currencies in less than 2 minutes. Head coach Eric Chell has released a 54-man provisional squad for the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco. The list includes stars like Victor Osimhen, Wilfred Ndidi, and Stanley Nwabali, alongside several promising domestic and Europe-based players. The team will begin camp in Egypt on December 10, ahead of the tournament's kickoff on December 21st. Still in sports, the full voting results for the 2025 CAF Awards have sparked controversy in Nigeria after it emerged that key Nigerian representatives voted against top compatriots. Morocco's Achraf Hakimi won the African Footballer of the Year with 533 points ahead of Mohamed Salah with 317 and Victor Osimhen with 240. Attention has focused on Super Eagles legend Daniel Amokachi, who ranked Osimhen 5th, awarding him only 1 point. In entertainment news this morning, comedian singer Nasboy has written an emotional open message to music icon Tubaba, urging him to safeguard his public image amid rising online controversies. Nasboy, who said he has admired Tubaba since age 16, described recent viral clips as painful and damaging to the singer's legacy. He said many fans still believe strongly in him and are hoping to see the respected Tubaba they grew up admiring. And that is the 10 a.m. news on African News 24 TV. Please join us at the hour for more updates. I am Lydia Ajayi. Thank you for watching.